white only sign goes up on that building, that department store, that institution, with that bathroom, that water fountain, what are you going to think about when that first white only sign goes up? Now, personally, I could care less because I'm so actually happy that we have someone in office that's letting us all know exactly where everyone stands. Because ambiguity, not knowing where someone stands, is very dangerous. You go into an establishment full of people that are not like you, and you don't know where, if they're against you, if they're trying to do something to possibly set you up or hurt you. You don't know where they stand, so you go into these places sort of blind, and then you find out, right? That once you're there, that these people are not for you, and you got an issue. And so to have this whole thing kind of set out where we know exactly where we stand. You cannot come in here because you are of a certain ethnicity. That is going to be so freeing in a way in which I don't think any of us really can really comprehend at this point. You know where everyone stands. You go into a place where it's just your people, and of course, there's bad people in every nation, every race. But at least you know someone is not looking down on you. Someone is not trying to hurt you because of the way your skin looks. They're not trying to maybe taint your food because they hate you. They have some inherent hate in them. They're not trying. So basically, you have this freedom of knowing where you're at, and I think a lot of us aren't really getting that. We're still like, oh, what's going to be taken away from us? No, the benefits outweigh the negatives. The benefits outweigh the negatives. And these people, Trump and his administration, and these MAGA people that have basically decided that this is the nation that they want. This is the place, the type of environment that they want to live in. They basically they don't understand what they've done to themselves. What they have done to themselves is taken away an advantage that they have always had over us. They've always had us spend our money in their institutions, at their stores. Their wealth is based off of our participancy. When we participate in their economy, then they get rich because they can also decide how many of us work in their establishments. So if they can say, okay, well, you can't work in our establishment, but all we want is your people to put your $1.7 trillion into our businesses. We're the ones that are going to decide who are the managers that get the highest paying jobs. You are going to be the basically the field hand, where you will do everything that we want you to do, uh, and get the less amount of pay. And we've been in this situation since our time here in this country. The lowest paying jobs, being highly skilled, being overlooked because of who we are, because of our who we are. And so we were never going to benefit in their system. Never. Black men, black women, no matter how much education you got, there was always this height that you would never reach, because the people that have the power to decide who gets the positions was always our enemies. They were always basically putting different barriers uh, in front of us so that we would never rise. So if you have this whole segregation thing that little by little that they're going to institute, you know that, okay, we can now have our own ingenuity as far as building our own businesses, as far as just like building our communities up, where we hire our own people, we're spending our own money in our communities, which is going to it has to increase our wealth. It'll increase our ability to be able to be a major player in the world society, right? Just like Black Wall Street, where they saw how well we worked together, the unity. They saw that we were people that would spend with our own people. They saw that we were educated, we were together, we were tight. We had banks, we had hospitals, we had everything, right? So they said no, we can't have that, so they destroyed it. That should have showed us right there that when we operate as a union, when we operate as a single cog in the machine, working towards the same ends, that we can do anything, that we can amount and even rise above them because they don't work together. They hate our enemies hate each other. The pale faced people hate each other. The women don't like their women. If there was no black women around, since the white women, pale faced women, they are jealous of our women. But if none of our women were around them, they would treat their women just like they treat our women. I wholeheartedly believe that because they're all for white supremacy. White supremacy says we have to be at the top of the hierarchy. We have to be ace boom boom number one in the system. And if you are in front of me, I have to do anything I can to try to tear you down. Now, people like us, we don't operate that way. Our people want to survive. We want to flourish and to benefit off of our creativity, off of our ingenuity. We want other people also to rise. We don't have this mindset of survival of the fittest like those that are against us. But you see, the thing is, now they don't have us, and this is the beginning. If they're going to go on this route of this segregation, and if they really want to do this, they're starting the beginning of destroying their own economy, their own nation, their whole everything, thinking they're hurting us. But they're not hurting us because the thing is, the reason why they're hurting themselves is because their moral compass is so low, because they don't have love for their brother man, even their own. They don't have a I am my brother's keeper in their mindset, in the way they do things, in their structure. They're all about get get as much as you can and step over whoever you can step over to get what you got, right? So this is just it's going to backfire on them in so many ways, and it is Bible prophecy because it says that Israel, which is the Negro scattered to the four corners of the earth, you know I put that in there. We shall grow as a nation in the land of our captivity. And I don't know if this is exactly how it's going to happen, but if we are working together as black people, spending our money in our own communities, building ourselves up as a people, not depending on any other people to provide for us in any way, shape, or form, sort of having our own government within a nation. If we was to do that, the way we are, the loving type of people inherently that we are, people that are the ultra creative, the ones that move the needle, the lightning, with the thunder, with the waves in the ocean. If we was to actually work together, that is what they have always feared, my people. They have always feared us working together in tandem with one another and what that would create. You saw it in Rosewood. You saw it, of course, like I told you before, in Black Wall Street. See, we forgot our history. We forgot that when we as a people, us specifically, work as a union, then we can basically take over this entire world. We are the movers. We are the shakers. And they know it. They've always known it. But we got caught up in this whole American dream. This hold hands and work together with the other people, other nations, when they hated us, when they've done nothing but try to destroy everything we've ever done, take everything we've ever created, destroy every bit of prosperity and success that we have ever had as a people. You know that they have always tried to destroy that. But the thing is, we didn't know how the whole system worked. We actually fell for the lie that we can work hard and pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and we'd be able to amount to what everybody else had, the positions and the levels and the status. But we can never do it because we were always the most hated based off of who we were as a people, which a lot of you still do not know that we are the Israelites of the Bible. And we have been under a curse which has just now ended. 400-year curse is now over. That's why all of these things are happening in the manner in which they are and in the speed they are happening. That's why Trump is in the office signing a new bill every other day to take away freedoms, which you think is taking away the freedoms of the immigrants and is putting America's economy in a situation just for that purpose. You think it's just for that. It's gonna come, it's all geared to come towards the black people. the black man and the black woman, because we are the true Israelites. And they know that if we work together and that if we turn and get out of their system and turn back to our God, which is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in the name of his son Yahushua Mashiach, which a lot of you call Jesus Christ, if we start to do that, obey his law, statutes, and commandments, completely become that nation within a nation that is for our own people, that is serving the will of our Father, that is serving the will of our people, that is uplifting our people. If they know that we have it, the stuff inside of us to completely be the most powerful people on the face of this earth and be right back in the rightful position which we're supposed to be, which we lost when we sinned against our fathers back and got kicked out of Israel in 70 AD. And we have been under judgment ever since 70 AD because of the sins of our forefathers. Now, you guys, a lot of you guys ain't there yet. You're still on the narratives of let's get together and let's be unified so that we can have a better position in America. America's Babylon about to be destroyed. It's already been judged by the Most High God. It's a matter of time. You're seeing the beginning of Babylon's fall. But if a lot of you guys are still on this whole, I don't believe that's a little bit too far. You ain't there yet. I know you ain't there yet. It's like you guys are those people. You're learning things now about who your enemy is. You're learning how evil is. How people can truly just hate you and not have any reason behind it other than the fact that you are who you are. You're like, oh, we're going to get out of their system. We like segregation. We want to be able to just be amongst our own people and eat the good, spicy, seasoned food and have our own wealth in our community. It's not about America. It's not about Babylon. Where this is going is our exodus from this place. Because if you think that this is going to be the only tactic that Trump and his MAGA are going to take against us, they're trying, of course, you guys know, get us out into the streets so that we will, they'll do pass so many crazy, heinous laws against us in succession, one after the next, so that we'll go march in the street or become violent. You know, we all know, you've seen the videos on YouTube, how they're trying to get us out there. But the thing is, they're not going to stop. You think that after this whole segregation talk has died down, or maybe they get so bold that they say we're going to actually institute this segregation, and now you're going to start seeing these whites only signs up in stores. When you see the first one, I want to let you know right now you can say, oh, we want segregation. We want segregation. You're right, and I'm all for it too, because I know that it'll build our people up and allow our people to start actually standing on our own 2 feet, not relying on our enemies. But the thing is, I want to let you know this: when they first put that first sign up of segregation, whites only at the drinking fountain, whites only at this store or that department store or that institution. Don't you trip. Stick with that same vibe you got. Keep that same energy you got of we're working together. We're not going to get tricked into going out there and getting violent and fighting so that they can do this martial law and try to off a lot of us. Keep that same energy you got when they put that first whites only sign up in some rural place in the South or some weird place. Don't you respond in any sort of way. Pray to your God, the Most High God, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Keep your butt inside. Love your family. Take care of yourself. Do not react. Do not engage, because that first white only sign will be up in some remote place very soon, and it will be all on the news. And these people will say, "Yeah, well, the law says we can do this," and they only will do it because they want us to get out in the streets and to start becoming violent and trying to get revenge. Do not respond to these evil. They're not even people to me. I'm not saying all of them, but and even some of their people are like the stuff that they're five. These are their people. These in the Bible it calls these whites or these paleface that are in control right now. Esau and his offspring. If you know the Bible, Japheth and Esau combined together to become a people. So you never know. These people are in control. Even their people are like, what are we doing? Why are we trying to hurt people and take and break families apart And why are we bringing back segregation? Why are we do? Because this is who your people are. These are your wise ones, the wise ones that the Most High God is about to destroy. Because they're the ones that in their mindset and their power structure and their money and their influence, they're the ones that make the world the way it is right now. But they're going to be destroyed. So, what I would tell all people right now is to read your Bible. I know how it ends. You should learn how it ends. Black people, true Israelites, you're going home soon, just like all the immigrants are going home. And you see they're going home now because it's the judgment that's coming on Babylon. And it says that the immigrants shall go back to their homelands. Did you read the Bible? Do you read the Bible? Everything that we need to know is in the Bible. It's like a blueprint for the future. It's like a cheat book. It tells us. So when the Gentiles are looking up in the clouds and looking up in the heavens, trying to figure out what's going on, and they're freaking out and they're scared, we know who we serve. The Most High God. It ain't no weird confidence I got, like I'm confident in myself and I got the power to get through all the horrible things they're going to do. They will do. It's because I have faith in the Most High God, and it's gonna get rough. And I'm not saying that I got the cheat code on not having human emotions. But what I'm saying is, if you have a foundation and a trust in the Most High God, the one that created it all, the one that is the lover of our soul, the one that says, "He who keeps his eyes on me shall stay in perfect peace." If you have a relationship with Him, no matter what the enemy does, no matter what his tactics are, he says, I shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler, from the noisome pestilence. I've given you power to tread down serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and no harm shall come to you. He who keeps his eyes on me shall stay in perfect peace. If you have that mindset, that faith, you will be able to make it through anything that Donald Trump, MAGA, any other satanic, racist, just lake of fire recipient will try to wage at you or hurl at you. This is the time where faith is king. Faith is going to be the thing in Christ Yahushua Mashiach. It's a lot of you call Jesus Christ. Faith is what's going to actually bring you through storms that you never thought you can get through. You're going to have the faith as a mustard seed so you can move the mountain, keeping your heart and your mind stayed on Him. When the worst happens, trusting in Him. Don't know where it's going to come from. Abraham walking, not knowing where he's going, but Most High said go, and he just went, and you seen what he did. That's what the people now that are going to truly be the Most High God's going to have to do in these times. So the Israelites, black people, when you first see that first sign of whites only or this only, something excluding you from being able to participate in in that place, do not trip. Keep the same energy you got now. Know they're trying to start martial law and get us hemmed up out there and try to off us and make us the face of why martial law started. Know they're doing that. Know that evil is evil. There's people that are straight evil in the world that will do anything in their power to try to destroy you, and we just so happen to be the number one, which they are trying to destroy, which they won't be able to because we are God's people. And the book says that we shall, His people, He shall deliver His people from Babylon. We shall be taken out of this place into and put in the wilderness, heading to our homeland, which is Jerusalem. Which way to Jerusalem? Which way to Jerusalem? Yeah, we'll be over those people over there, the remnant. All of us will go there. The one, if we're living, Most High God at that time, when the time comes, you can leave this evil Babylon. You can leave this place, and we will. The African countries saying, "Yeah, we'll help you guys come back. We want you here." That time is coming as well. We know what you've gone through. The sentiment of African Americans and our plight and the Negro all over the world is about to shift. It's about to shift from being this lowly people that are criminals and ain't worth nothing to you were under the most harsh persecution in the face of the history of the world with them wicked people. Look what they're doing. And you know why it's happening? Because of what this president, it's the beginning. Because of what these people are doing to the other nations, getting rid of all of their friends, all of their allies. Now the allies are going to start hating the whore. Do you see how this works out and how it works in our favor? They're hating the whore because the whore is the one because of all this evil now that Trump is doing. So their true face is showing to the rest of the world. America's true face as being this evil country that does these wicked, heinous things and has no care for anyone but themselves. Because of Trump, which I think was the best thing that happened, he is showing America for who it truly is to the world. And there's nothing they can do to hide this evil stain that they are on the world scene because of these initiatives and these laws and these different tariffs and all of these things that they're doing to the other people outside in the world, even their friends. So now it's like the world sentiment will turn against Babylon, America, and they will start looking at our plight. And then all of this stuff about, oh, who are these people? Are they the who? These people say they're the children of the Bible. They're the true Israelites. Are those people over there that say that they're from that place over there in the Middle East? Are they truly who they say they are, or is it these African Americans that are saying that? Let's look at the Bible. Let's read Deuteronomy. It said they'd go in ships. It says they'd go to a land their forefathers did not know. It said this would happen to them. This would happen to them. Be in chains, and it said they'd be like they'd be called bywords, and they wouldn't be able to buy. They would not be able to buy or sell. They'd be sold like just for wine and the Bible. Didn't the Bible say that? Who fixed that? So you see how everything works out. But what had to happen was America has to fall first. The sentiment, the way people view America has to fall. And if America's going against their own allies and the rest of the world, now a spotlight's going to be on America, and all the imperfections are going to be seen. And once at the time the Most High God deems correct, He's going to cause these other nations to come and attack this place. And before that happens, because the Most High God is faithful, He's going to remove His people from this evil place. And yes, there will be Gentiles that shall join Israelites. So Israelites, my Negro brothers and sisters, there will be Gentiles that are not Negroes that will come with us, but it won't be the numbers that you think. But it will be some. Some of them will try to stay in their America, and this is our country because they know this is the only country that will allow them to sustain that white and push that white supremacy because no one else is going for that mess. All around the world, nobody's going for that. This is their last beacon. That's why they love it so much. That's why Esau. That's why the pale. I don't say white. I like saying pale. That's why the pale faced people love this place so much because they know they could never get away with the stuff they got away with here anywhere else in the world, especially to us. So this is why they're trying to keep it, fighting tooth and nail to keep this place. Because if they don't have this place, they're worried about not having their white supremacy, being treated like the rest of the people in this world based off of their merit, ingenuity, creativity, how they treat people, how they care for their brother man, and it's not about just them and making them be in the hierarchy and everyone else beneath. They know that if they go to some other place, they got to deal with that. They also got to deal with the fact that people remember what you did all these millennia, all these thousands and hundreds and thousands of years, what you did to people, how you treat them, and they're worried most importantly about the repercussions from how they treat other people. So that's why they don't want to lose this place. They don't want to lose this place. So this sign that may start you might start seeing in stores, department stores, institutions, white only this, white only that, to get a rise out of us. Don't fall for the trap. Keep that same energy. Be about your people. Stay peaceful. Do not have any revolt. Do not do any of that. But also know this is the beginnings of the woes and the destruction of this place. Because as they continue to show their ass, pretty much, as they continue to show their ass, the rest of the world's taking note. And at that time that the Most High God deems it correct, there shall be destruction. Anyways, like, share, subscribe. Please push the thumbs up. If you'd like to donate to the channel, please go to Cash App, $ Judah J Talks 144, or you can bless the channel with a super. Until next time, shalom.